how good they are in team play. Some people can be just good by themselves. Maybe when it comes to playing in teams, they're not good at talking to others.
Now it's a job, now we have to take it more seriously, and yeah, I think that's the moment.
Some organizations showed interest in us and we joined Virtus.Pro.
But I never really thought about having a normal job. Like, I like studying. Like, working a 9-to-5 job, like, sounds a bit boring maybe.
Hello, I'm Sypeh, and today we're going to introduce a little interview.
Hello guys, my name is Nevix.
Hello, my name is dridro.
Hello, I'm SparkR.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hope you'll watch till the end.
Do you remember your first impressions on Marvel Rivals when you first saw the game's announcement?
I was a bit curious because it reminded me a lot of Overwatch. I played Overwatch for about 5 years and 4 years professionally.
I love Marvel. I've always loved all the movies, so I was excited to finally get a game. And the trailer looked fun, and I instantly signed up for the alpha to try it.
I was extremely excited to try it out because it's very similar to Overwatch that I played previously. I played Overwatch for maybe 7 years, like since the release of the game. I don't know how long it's been. I played in many teams, but the most known team I played for was Paris Eternal in Overwatch League.
I like the characters. They're kind of different from Overwatch that we used to play before. They're like much more in depth, where like there's like different abilities to like build walls, for example, with Groot. Yeah, just like in Overwatch, you're mostly just like shooting, and in Marvels you can like kind of build things, do more things around the map.
It could be big. I feel like people like the characters more because it's all Marvel based. So more casuals can enjoy it than like Overwatch.
I don't think anybody expected the game to be this big. Like, when the game came out, I wasn't actually that interested in getting invited. But then my friends started playing it and they were like, oh yeah, this game's actually pretty good. An old teammate or like someone who was on the original version of the roster invited us.
I really enjoy playing competitively, and Marvel has that right now. So I enjoy it a lot.
When I first played the alpha, it honestly was way better than I expected. It was way more fun, it played really smoothly, even in alpha. It felt like a really complete game even back then, even though it was not perfect, but now it's way better when it's out fully. So honestly, it exceeded my expectations, yeah.
How is the competitive scene of Marvel Rivals forming?
I think it's growing pretty fast, and it's like big organizations are already signing teams, which is a good sign. Because in Overwatch it took a bit longer, I would say.
Like right now it's okay, it's still like growing. There are like a few tournaments coming up now, which is pretty nice. Before this there were like only the in-game ones that would be like every 3 months. But yeah, it's starting to pick up, so I think it's pretty good.
Since it's such a new game, then it's a bit easier to get in the pro scene. It's always a bit easier at the start to get in at the beginning, then it's really good for the future. It's always hard, of course, you need to be really good and all that, but it's a bit easier in the beginning of a game to get into a pro scene than it is when the game is way older.
I think it's still very much forming. Like, it's not close to being formed, I think.
What game led your way to esports?
When I was younger, I played a lot of Team Fortress and Counter-Strike, but then when Overwatch came out, I like really started grinding Overwatch. So I would say what led me to esports was Overwatch.
The first game I played was League of Legends, so it's completely different from Marvel Rivals.
Pretty good at Overwatch, and then a friend invited me on a team. People just noticed I was good, so I got picked up to better and better teams. And I really liked competing, so I kept doing it.
First pro team was British Hurricane, which is it was the tier 2 team of Cloud9. I got picked up as a bench player back then when I was 15.
I played at the top of Overwatch, or maybe not the top of the top, but pretty high up, and that's where I know all our teammates from as well. I played on SR Peak Jack, which also competed in Marvel at the start a bit. I also played on Team Germany in the World Cup. That's like the most notable teams, I guess.
How did your parents react to your choice of occupation as a pro player?
My mom was extremely against it because she did not understand the whole concept of earning money while playing video games. Over the years, she started to support me. First times I went to LAN and met everyone I spoke to online. She was a bit concerned about not knowing who spoke to me behind the screen, so that's what first concern as a mom.
My parents were a bit skeptical at first, of course, since I was playing it a lot and I was neglecting other things like school and stuff in the beginning. But then they saw like how good I was doing and the money I was making, and I was traveling around the world playing the game, so they started to really understand it a bit with time.
It's actually when I was 16, I mentioned that I was interested in esports and I wanted to pursue a career. And they were very supportive. At least my mom was. My dad was not sure because he doesn't really know what that meant until I started to make money. Then he became like my biggest fan.
They were pretty supportive of it, if this was like what I wanted to do.
Well, my parents have always just let me play video games ever since I was young. When I joined like a serious pro team, they just supported it fully.
They were always supportive, so I'm pretty lucky in that aspect. If it wouldn't have worked out over like a lot of years, then it would have been problematic maybe, but the way it's going, it's pretty nice, I think.
How did your friends react when you started earning playing professionally?
Friends, they would tell me they're jealous because I've been playing video games for a living. Who doesn't want to do that instead of doing like a normal 9-to-5 job? So, I mean, they were really supportive and nice, and yeah, they're just really nice about it.
I mean, they thought it was pretty cool and they were very supportive. So, yeah, it was just good.
I remember watching Overwatch League with my school friends. It's always nice looking at top players compete. Like not even just esports, like normal sports as well, like people who are really good at things.
In just 3 words, what do you see yourself as in 5 years?
On the grind. I'd like to see myself as hardworking and kind and mature.
Doing what I like, something like that.
Happy, successful, and friends.
I think I will still be involved in esport, maybe coach at that time. But I really like playing, so, but I will be quite old then.
Rich, jacked, happy.
Happy, successful, stable.
What qualities, in your opinion, make a professional Marvel Rivals player stand out from an amateur?
Dedication, really. You need to spend most of the time of the day thinking about the game and guiding the game. The ability to see some things is like maybe talent, but it's not really talent. It's like really knowing things, gathering information.
The will to improve, like go over your mistakes, like really try your best all the time.
How good they are in team play. Some people can be just good by themselves, but maybe when it comes to playing in teams, they're not good at talking to others or communicating or stuff like that.
Experience, just dedication, passion. Passion is the biggest one, I think.
Everyone can play the game 12 hours a day if they want, but if you don't have the right attitude, then you're not gonna make it. You need to not get angry at the game when things are not going well. You just have to take it like in and learn from the bad experiences, learn from it and make them better.
Was there a moment in time when you realized you're not just playing for fun, but rather building a career?
As soon as you start making money, you look at it a bit differently. Like now it's a job, now we have to take it more seriously. And yeah, I think that's the moment.
It's when I made my first team and we managed to qualify to contenders in Overwatch. In just like 2 weeks, really, we made it to the Tier 2 scene.
It was probably ever since I first got signed, it was like I wanted to win instead of just play ranked all day. It became more serious.
I just played for fun. I just kept playing, and then I guess I made it over time, but I'm still just playing for fun, to be honest. Like I like all my teammates, it's always fun to compete.
You just kind of play ranked, I guess, against the other people. And like once you're like the top in the region, you kind of just get a feeling for it, I guess. When you're like always playing against other people who are really high rated and you're competing against them. Like, I kind of always play to like improve. I try to get better. I like doing that. I always like play to win, get high rank. So I don't know, it's just like a different mentality, I guess.
What was your joining to Virtus.Pro like?
We started playing as a team on Marvel Rivals under the name Team Cats, and we won every tournament basically together. Some organizations showed interest in us and we joined Virtus.Pro.
We were always going to be picked up together, like all 6 of us. We played on Team Cats, and we just looked for an org together to represent all of us. Like some of us got individual offers. We were always going to stay together.
I mean, it has been good. We've been winning everything, so it's just been a pretty straightforward journey. Just competing and winning, and we're looking for the best org.
Have you heard about Virtus.Pro prior to joining?
When I was really young, I used to watch them play CS. I remember like push-up biceps and stuff from back then, and I watched their Overwatch team right now.
I liked the Overwatch team last year. I kind of knew about them from CS, but I never really followed Counter-Strike or played it that much.
I knew about it from Counter-Strike, and also have like a lot of friends on the Overwatch team.
Is your team more like a friends or colleagues for you?
Feels more like a friendly hangout every day more than work.
In this team, it's definitely very friend-like, since we've been playing since basically the alpha together and just grown really close, spent like many hours every day together. So, I mean, of course we're colleagues, but it feels like very friendly.
How do you differentiate roles in the roster? Who's responsible for what?
We don't really have any set roles. Everyone makes calls, just whatever they think is good. Like Nevix is the team captain, and he like runs our WOT reviews and stuff, but then it's up to everyone to chime in and say what they feel about stuff and if they disagree or agree.
We all take pretty equal amount of responsibility and in like calling and such in game.
If I feel like something is lacking, I will bring it in the team, for example. Like if we need someone to talk slightly more, we need to trust each other, and we all need to bring something.
Dridro does the ult tracking. I think that's something we copied from Overwatch, that a support player does the ult tracking. But there's no real team leader or fight plan or something. It's like a split responsibility.
How do you guys prepare game-wise?
We train for tournaments and stuff by doing scrims, of course, and then doing extra ranked sessions. We also do WOT reviews, and we check what team we're playing against next, and we check what they play, and we make strategy against them specifically, what heroes to ban and protect.
We practice a lot with scrim every day, the whole week. We play ranked basically from the moment we wake up until we go to sleep, and we do some WOT review as well together.
What is your typical game day in Virtus.Pro like?
Well, usually I would wake up and then get ready to play, get some breakfast, and then we would just queue ranked for a few hours. And then after we play ranked for a little bit, we would go to scrims and then practice for a few hours. And then that's kind of it. We dedicate more than 8 hours every day for gaming, sometimes more. I also like the game a lot, so it doesn't really feel like work, I'm enjoying it a lot. Whenever we're not scrimming, I'm playing ranked with the teammates. And it's just a good time.
I've had days where I do 15 hours, but on most days I do something between 6 and 10 hours, I guess. Normal job hours, I guess. I mean, I was about to go study at university before I dedicated myself to esports, and I think that would have been fun, but I never really thought about having a normal job. I like studying. Working a 9-to-5 job sounds a bit boring maybe.
What do you think helped you win your first tournament with this team?
The fact that we're so consistent, we are always performing like we should be, always at the best level we can be.
Probably that we're so good friends and we like to play together a lot. We enjoy playing together. Whenever someone makes a mistake, it's not like someone gets upset if someone else points it out. We're pretty good at figuring out stuff, I feel internally.
I think just everyone's background and also our mentalities, because we're all easy to work with. We mesh really well. If we have any problems, we will solve them quickly and talk about it.
A lot of practice together. We understood the meta very well. We know what to play, we know what not to play. Just being really good at the game helps as well.
All of us on our respective roles are just better than everyone else, so it's not too hard to win.
Were there any rough moments in your team at Marvel Rivals Invitationals EMEA?
I wouldn't say we had any disputes. We had some question marks we had to solve, so maybe we have to keep talk to each other and make sure we're on the same page. And also when you're down, we lost a few maps, and then you have to kind of figure out quickly what went wrong and be direct to each other. When we lost our first map against Team Peps. That was an upset, so we had okay, we have to lock in and focus here and figure out what went wrong really fast.
Who was the first person you wrote or called to after the tournament win?
I called my family right away, because they like to watch my games. So they always excited watching, so I just called them right after. My mom and dad they watch every game. They did that in Overwatch too. So they would stay up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. at night to watch my games in US.
I think I probably told my mom after we won. Yeah, a little bit after we won, after we were done celebrating with the team.
Probably with Spark, we just celebrated together, because it's really nice to be on a team with Spark, because we've been friends for so long and we were never on an actual team together. With SparkR, I've been best friends for 4 years, so we talk all the time. I also talked a lot to Dridro before, and all the others I mostly became friends with through the team, but we hang out a lot, we play ranked and stuff.
Who do you think is your main opponent currently?
Well, it will be 100 Thieves, but that's the American team. Right now there's probably OG, Origin Esports.
It has to be OG. They're probably the second best in Europe.
How do you feel about criticism online?
Honestly, I don't know how much they can say, since we win every tournament and we win every game, so I don't think they have too much to say about us.
It can be good and bad. I do look for people that are in chats and stuff that point out you might be performing a bit poorly. And people will let you know pretty quickly if they think you perform badly online, because people just say whatever. Sometimes it's good to ignore it, because you don't want to let them affect you. But sometimes it can be a little bit of a wake-up call.
I feel it can be fine. It can also be a bit much if it's some random people. Generally, I don't mind it too much. Don't really care too much about it.
People are really kind online. Well, it's a brand new community, so if people want to hate, they will start doing it soon probably, but it's not happening yet.
Would you rather win 10 online tournament victories or one LAN tournament with a big audience?
Probably 10 tournaments.
One LAN tournament. It's way cooler.
10 online tournaments. I really like playing LANs as well though, but I just like winning. So 10 wins, that's pretty nice.
Probably one LAN tournament. LAN tournaments are the most fun of them all, and they're the best experience to get.
I think I like LAN more. It feels more impactful. I definitely remember the LANs way more than like online tournaments.
What's your favorite hero and why?
My favorite hero in the game would be Dr. Strange. Flexible, you can do so many different things on him with his portals and his fly and everything. So I think for sure my favorite is Dr. Strange.
Right now my favorite hero is Venom, because he's a very mobile tank. He reminds me a lot of dive meta in Overwatch.
I really like Jeff the Land Shark, but I don't get to play him very much because he's not really meta right now. But I really like his design, it's very goofy.
I like to play Psylocke just because there's so much movement and you can go invisible and stuff.
Star-Lord or Psylocke, because I like the semi-flanky playstyle with some 1v1 in it. Like I really like heroes where you can 1v1, that's why I like Hela as well.
What's the best hero to farm rating?
At least if you're solo queue, I would say some DPS hero, since you have a bit more carry potential. But if you're playing like with a team, then a tank can be really good to carry the team as well, if you have like a coordinated team.
I would probably say Magneto or Strange.
And the best characters to climb will be, at least on DPS role, will be Hela and Namor. They can impact the games quite a lot. And on support, it will be Loki. That character is extremely strong. He has a lot of impact in the games.
What's the worst hero to farm rating and why?
The hardest hero to like play solo queue with is probably support. You can keep them alive all you can, but if they don't do anything with it, then you can't really win any games.
If you want to lose, you can play like Hulk or something in this meta, I think.
What hero should be nerfed?
Maybe Loki needs to be nerfed. He farms his ult a bit too fast, and then his copy is really good since you can hold it a long time, and then you can use your ultimate, so it lasts really long.
Groot should be nerfed.
Probably Hela. Like Hela is just too strong. Like it makes sense, everyone bans it against us. Like a team that has the better Hela usually wins if she's not banned.
What hero should be removed from the game?
The hero I would remove, since I'm a tank player, is probably Wolverine, since he absolutely destroys tanks.
GOAT is like, it makes the game extremely random. You can lose a fight just because of one wall. There's a lot of inconsistency when GOAT is in the game.
I think probably Jeff. I feel like, yeah, I don't like the character design of Jeff at all. So yeah, I would probably choose Jeff right now.
Jeff, he's just annoying to play against.
Name 3 most meta heroes.
Groot, Magneto, and then Bucky, Hela, and then maybe Luna and Loki.
Bucky, Groot, Loki.
Groot, Hela, and Loki.
What would your advice be to those who just started playing Marvel Rivals but want to become pros?
Firstly, it's really important to enjoy playing. There's no point doing it if you don't enjoy the whole process. Watching streams, playing a lot every day, practicing your aim.
I would focus a lot in the beginning to just grind the ranked game mode and get high up on the leaderboards, and then also make sure to watch your own gameplay and review it and learn from your mistakes a lot.
Practice a lot, play a lot, watch what other people do, like the top players, like either watch their replay codes or like their streams or whatever it is. Find the hero you like, watch some top-rated players play it, and then yeah, just keep practicing.
It gets easier if it's enjoyable. They shouldn't put too much stress on themselves because they're gonna do worse. They should just play and then they'll slowly improve.
An important one is that they need to enjoy the game they're playing. Like a lot of the time, I noticed that in Overwatch, when people play the game for many years, they get burned out of the game and they don't actually like it anymore. And then it feels more like a job than something you do for fun. But I think as long as it stays fun, that's how you stay good as well.
It's important that you play in any team you can, get as much practice in team environment to learn that, because that's usually the biggest thing that will stop you from going into a pro team, is like your mentality and how you talk to your teammates, how you communicate. Because if you only play ranked, you won't really learn those steps that fast. So I think it's important that you play in team play and ranked play and make sure you're mechanically good enough.
Thank you for supporting us, guys, and we will continue on winning for you.
I hope you keep watching the games, watching our streams.
We're gonna be making more guys and interviews like this in the near future. Subscribe to the channel.
Thank you and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye guys.